Alright, welcome back. I would like to play first. Let's see here. We got a Relic Seeker into a Grasp. Yeah, I'm keeping it. We'll go all in on Relic Seeker, man. Oh yeah, it's got Renown. That's when it goes and fetches. I thought it was like Stoneforge Mystic, where as soon as it came into play. Still, that's a great 2-drop. A 2-drop that becomes a 3/3. I'm into it, man. There's only so many plays that this guy can have that's going to stop this from being a real nightmare. It's also why that Vigilance 2/2 in white is such a bomb common, mythic common. When I see that guy, it's hard for me to take anything else over it. Let's see what we got here. Oh, white. So he might have that very common that we are discussing, which would be tragic. But the nice thing is we can always go grasp on this guy, which makes him a 3/3 immediately and taps down whatever defender he lays down, which means I then fetch up a throwing knife and I've got a 4/4. So unless this is, yeah. So he could end up having a, oh man, Magic Online. Why you gotta be that way? So I was going to put it on there, but Magic Online skipped through my first main phase here. I must have queued up that F2. Yeah, now we're going to end up getting into a little bit of trouble here. Now that being said, I can still grasp with a Hieromancer on this thing. Tap down this. Yeah, I've still got outs here. So now the Renown is a lot less important because of that. Now, I can throwing knife this thing away at any point. I can grasp and attack in, forcing a chump block and basically guaranteeing that I'm going to draw out a spell there. I could sacrifice my tapper to kill that. Yeah, I could throwing knife and Is that really the best use of the throwing knife, is to trade this for half a card and throwing knife for that? I think I'm okay with letting this be for now. Now in his combat phase, I'm going to tap down this. I'm going to tap down his knight, just because I don't want to have to deal with it. Yeah, go ahead, tap it down. I left out the mana for a reason. And see what he does in his second main phase. Huh. Keeping up instant speed. Hoo-ha, you say? Well, instant speed hoo-ha is going to be a problem for me. So, I don't have a ton that I can do here, though. I think I'm just going to sit and see what his instant speed hoo-ha is. Didn't use it. Guess he's waiting for one of my enchantments. Okay. Must have just drawn that. Don't want this guy to get out of hand. If he steals this with like an act of treason, hits me with it, I get it back with the counter, but he gets to search his deck. Knightly Valor. So he gets a Vigilance guy and a Knight. Can't block that, but I can Suppression Bonds it next turn, which is fine. So I take a beating right now, but ultimately that's okay. Fortunately, here we actually have carte blanche for a turn. Whew. Demonic Pact, huh? I think I would make him discard 2 first. Nah, I'm good. Well, that's interesting. I think I'll go ahead and cast this out, because now I've got the answer for it. Just going to get full value. Oh, splashing black for... I'm not sure what for. Shambling Ghoul? I'm not... Did he just end up in a train wreck? Okay, well... I'm going to go ahead and do that, because I just don't want to take 1,000,000 damage. Alright. Target opponent discards 2 cards. That's you. Dump your hand. Fetid Imp and a Mountain. Reeve Soul on this thing. Throwing Knife. Now I'm going to take 2 from his goblins this turn, but next turn I can grasp the Hieromancer and put a stop to all that, and I can also draw 2 cards next turn, which is good. Wow, he didn't even attack me. I'll draw 2 cards. Come on. All right. Next turn I start smashing in for 4 and gaining back a ton of life. Is he just trying to wait me out on the Demonic Pact? Does he really think that I would just play it without having an out? Oh, I guess I could have dealt 4 damage to a goblin. That would have been pretty good too. Come on. Throwing knife deals damage, not the creature. Okay, good to know. I guess I'll just go ahead and get this guy down. Yes, I do believe I will use that ability. What? Ah! Magic Online. Gobble Brute. Well, I know what I'm tapping down. Whoa. Tap down that goblin, get in for $1 million. Ooh, he becomes renowned. My clock is fairly fast now. Enters the battlefield tapped. Sounds good. Well, that went pretty well. So he's got 2 Shambling Ghouls and a Fetid Imp that he's putting black for. He's playing 3 color for cards that I wouldn't exactly call high impact. That being said, he could run me over. So, and he did have the Knightly Valor, which was pretty good. So I think another Ascetic in here in exchange for the Cullblade is probably a good idea. I'll submit the deck that way and see where we go. Alright, Shadows into War Oracle is not exactly a curve, but, you know, I got enough things to do in this deck. Knightly Valor doesn't exactly do it, but it's alright. As long as he doesn't, like, Mage Ring bully me here. Or 2/2 White Renown guy, or any of the 2 mana Renown guys. The 2 mana Renown guys are huge value. The green one that regenerates is incredible. Subterranean Scout's fine. I've actually got a lot of creatures that deal with that. And I'd gladly trade off a Jailer or something for it. But looks like I'm just 5-drop .deck this game. And, yeah. Alright. Well. I mean, it could become so desperate that by turn 4 I just cast the Demonic Pact as an ability to draw 2. That would be a really bad spot to be in, but... Well, he's got perfect mana. Shambling. Hey. We got a creature. I'll absolutely trade that guy off with the Subterranean Hoo-Ha. Take a couple scries, get this thing 1 step of 4 towards being online. Thing is, at this point, I need to draw both lands and spells, and that's a really bad spot to be in. Yeah, that's gonna hurt. Gonna prevent me from being able to block. And I can't kill that with my Cruel Revival, which is interesting. This is the me getting run over by 2-drops problem that I was concerned about. Also me drawing all the things. Yeah, it's desperate. I'm going to go ahead and do it. Because I do believe I'm going to die before this becomes a serious issue. Pricklebore, huh? I'll draw 2 cards. Although I guess I could have just killed Pricklebore there, but alright. I'm still taking a 5-point beatdown from those guys. Pricklebore kills me unless I do something about it. And Protectician can go on the bottom of the library because it doesn't destroy my Demonic Pact. I definitely need one of my 2 Ascetics for that. War Oracle stims it for just a moment. But honestly, at that point, he just equips, shoots my construct. Yeah, I don't think there's a way out of this for me, honestly. Oh, well, I can deal 4 damage to that creature, which saves me. Oh, or he just deals 3 damage to my face. Call it a game. Okay. So really, I should have shot this thing with Demonic Pact first. And then used my mana to blow up that creature. Yeah, okay. I could have played it better. Let's go ahead. Begin sideboarding. I don't really care about Enshrouding Mist protecting my creatures. I think I've got the right mix of things here. I think I just need to keep a better hand. Alright, we're keeping a much better hand here. We've got a 1-drop into a 2-drop, which definitionally is a better hand. However, still not as many white mana sources as I would like, but getting out to a fast start beats not. Mac and cheese.
Check and make sure it's not poison for me.
Indeed. I have F6'd Magic Online. I'm F6ing again Magic Online. Sweet. Alright, well, Magic Online is lagging pretty badly here. Only have one of these clerics. They're pretty good. I would take a pile of them, but they're not as essential to collect them all as, say, the black zombie recursion scheme is. I think the Timberwolves are also fine on their own. Well, that's something I basically want to tap down until the end of time. So I'm actually going to go ahead and attack in, because I don't mind trading those things off. And I don't think he wants to. I will use this to tap them down until I get to my Totem Guide or my Knightly Valor. Having a Knightly Valor on the Crowan Jailer is a pretty big game. The ability to attack and tap down a blocker, pretty sweet. Topen Freeblade. I don't know what plane this person is from. More renowned creatures. This guy was taking all my cards. Go ahead and tap you down. What the hell, Magic Online? Lagging up a storm here. Alright. Magic Online forgot where the internet was. Still waiting for Magic Online to figure out its stuff. I'll pause it again. So, the router's working. I do have internet access. Internet? It's working just fine. So that tells me something about Magic shit the bed. I'm glad I got the recording so that... Yeah, I only got 451 here. I might not... It's in my main phase. Okay. Let's see here. I could just Ascetic to get rid of that weight. Seems good. Alright. Then I can cast a Griffin, and then I can go ahead and attack in. I do not mind trading these guys off. That'll be just fine. I am F6ing yet again because time is of the essence. Sweet. Good, we are recording. Alright. Javelining my Jailer. It's fine. He's had to use 2 removal spells on it so far. And he didn't attack me for some reason. Reeve Soul, huh? Sure. I'll speed up my clock. I'll always yield. Here we go, 3-turn clock. Heartbeast is going to get me Expression Bonds, which is going to put me on a really good track to win this thing. Demonic Pact at this point wins the game pretty clearly for me, so yeah, I'm feeling good about my spot here as long as my clock doesn't run out. And I'm fairly paranoid about it, given that this is the 3rd time this round that MTGO has crashed on us, so... Oh yeah, plus the drafting. I am worried that with some of the crashing and restarting, I might have had a pause during a chunk of that gameplay, so if you got a little lost following the gameplay there, I apologize. I'll do what I can about that, but we might have lost a few turns there. Ultimately, though, it's been just a real value fest here. Oh, Dragon Fodder, that's fine. Okay. Using he Weight of the Underworlded my Jailer with the Nightly Valor on it, and so I was able to get rid of it. Okay, he's destroying my... Okay, and he's only got 1 card left in hand, which is fine. Shadows of the Underworld, I've got 1, 2, 3 cards in my graveyard here. I actually like this as a pretty cool way to get to the win. If he wants to kill this guy, he's actually activating 2 Scries. Yeah, and my Weight of the Underworld. So that's a pretty bad bargain he's in there. Champion's fine. Not worried about it. The Heartbeast stops that cold. Yep. It's also fine. Now I'm going to go ahead and attack first with this thing. You know, if he blocks it, he's activating this, which he knows is inevitability, that he probably can't outrace unless he's got some kind of big time enchantment. However, yeah. Okay. So now he's scrying for me. Always yield to it. I'll put it on the bottom. Not that it matters, because casting my Heartbeast and pulling out, yes, I want to use it, Suppression Bonds. And how much does this cost to activate? 5. So next turn I can be draining, and the Heartbeast is going to do a good job of protecting me. 3-turn clock just from the shadows. Okay, I'll take 4 from that. I'm F6'd here just to save myself the time. Only 1 card in hand. Not particularly worried about it. And there it goes. Oh, hey. I think I'll just do that. And just win next turn, huh? I think I'm just winning. 4 damage to target player. And you lose 2 life. And our opponent, TKO Smith, has chosen to disconnect rather than let those triggers do anything. So it looks like we're going to be waiting 10 minutes for the start of the next round. TKO Smith, apparently a terrible terrible sportsman, but yeah, hey, that's what you get on Magic Online sometimes. Fortunately, it's recorded, so maybe I'll just file for something. I don't know. Anyway, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in round 2. Oh, hey, Tico Smith's back. All right, not a terrible sportsman. Just actually having maybe some of the same connection problems I was having. Either way, won the match, and I'll see you in round 2.